Yes, y'all. Welcome back to Xerox Entertainment, our review of Tulsa King, Season 1, Episode number 6. Yes, we're here. This episode's name is Stable, and I'm telling you, it's on fire. So, in Scene 1, we get the meet at the cafe. Stacy and her partner on the ATF is meeting with an informant that they have placed in with the Black McAdam biker gang. And she's supposed to be giving them information. But the information she's giving them isn't exactly what Stacy is looking for her to give. She's actually starting to put a little information out there on Stacy's on again, off again, maybe not boyfriend, Dwight Manfredi. So, after her partner gets up to go to the head, she tells the informant, hey, I need you to put that down a little bit and give us information. We need information on things with the biker gang, not with this Italian. So, very interesting there to see where that's going to go from there. But even in that particular scene, we find out that Stacy, she might have fell off the wagon. She has some vodka in her system, and somehow or another, the informant notices it. So our next scene, we catch Chicky talking to his dad, who is a real good friend of Dwight's, of course, about the disrespect that Dwight has caused because Dwight took out one of their guys in Chicky's bar. The guy was Nico, who's known as the Package. We find out that the Package is, I guess, called that because he is known to use his package forcibly upon women, if you catch my drift. And Dwight happened to kill him because he didn't like what was going on there. Of course, it happened while he was locked up, and he felt like somebody should have did something about it, but nobody did. And quite frankly, so does Chicky's dad. And Chicky tells him that they need to take out Dwight because we're just dealing with too much disrespect. We need to take out Dwight and his daughter. And his dad slaps him and tells him his daughter, she didn't have anything to do with it. This is ridiculous. So it kind of goes from there. And Chicky keeps on bringing up Dwight's name. And his dad tells him, if you could just be half the man that Dwight is. Doesn't make Chicky happy at all. He still tells him, hey, we need to do something about the disrespect that Dwight is causing our family. Scene 3, we catch Dwight going to his daughter Tina's flower shop because he wants to see her before he gets on the plane to head back to Tulsa. In this particular scene, he is talking to her about what happened. She's not happy about it. She feels like he put her in danger, put her family in danger. He explains to him how everything works with it. He says it's justifiable revenge, and they'll come after him, not her. Will that happen? We shall see. She's still not exactly happy about it, but she understands that the father who left her for 25 years defending the mafia is now the father who still loves her and has just defended her honor. Scene 3 and 4. First in Scene 3, we catch Dwight getting out the airport, and Tyson is there to pick him up. Tyson is explaining to him why he wasn't able to answer his phone because the police took the phone. And he also explains to him there's other things that have been going on, including the Navy being in the impound, getting all damaged up, and that it's kind of been crazy while Dwight has been gone. Dwight says, okay, let's go see Bodie. They get in the Navigator, they ride up to Bodie's shop, and there's a sign on the door that says store closed until further notice. So, what is really going on? Scene 5, we catch Stacy with her partner at the ATF office, and they're talking about what they're going to do about the information that their informant gave her about Dwight Manfredi. Of course, Stacy doesn't want this information out, but her partner, he kind of trumps that, and he goes ahead and calls the FBI and let them know, I got some good information for you. Scene 6, back at the ranch, California, that is. No, I'm kidding. Anybody knows rapping Duke Daha remembers that particular line. But we are back at the ranch, and Manny is talking to his partner slash boss, who also happens to be the informant for the ATF. And she is trying to Bart put together a meeting of the heads, the meeting of the two aggrieved parties. And she also asked Manny, and she's snooping to try to figure out how he got hooked up with this particular guy, Italian guy. And he kind of gives her an answer. We'll see where that goes. Scene 7, Tina's at her house, and so is her husband. She's washing dishes, gets a telephone call, and guess what? Guess who called? We do not know. You need to watch it just to see if you can find out. Next scene, we catch Dwight with his first trip back to Manny's bar since he's back. He asks Manny, have you seen Bodie? Bodie tells him, yeah. Bodie had a little trouble. The biker gang snatched him up, put a little fear in him, but he's okay. And they kind of have to plan from what they're going to do from there. Next scene, we get to Tina's house, and she gets a phone call again. But this time, it's from her father, Dwight. He's just calling to check in. She lets him know somebody called, hung up. He kind of blows it off and says, did they say anything? She says no. He kind of feels like maybe it is something, maybe it isn't something. Evidently, he still has pull in New York because he offers her to send in or send over someone to kind of help watch. And she says, no, I'm okay. She says, thanks for checking in. So we get a little father-daughter bonding going on. Maybe there will be a repair in that relationship. So evidently the call no call spooks Dwight some. He calls his buddy, and I think his name is Freddie, who is second underneath Chicky, and he asks him if there's something he needs to know about, something he needs to worry about. Guy says, no. But if you call about your daughter, I don't know anything about that. So anyway, Dwight says, I need you to come on out here. Basically, they need to have a sit down and talk, figure out how they're going to work things out. Next scene, we meet at a restaurant between Dwight and Stacy. First time they've seen each other since Dwight's been back. And she kind of tries to figure out, why are you here? What's going on? And she lets him know, hey, the information she gives him lets him know that the FBI is listening. Wiretap, all of that kind of stuff. So he informs her that he might be leaving. Ever since he's been there, it has been nothing but a cluster. And he asks her, do you want me to stay? You have to see the scene, and you'll kind of know the reason, or maybe her answer. So, next scene, Bodie is at home, chilling with, I guess, his girlfriend, maybe wife. They're meditating, and next thing you know, you hear a big pound on the door. Y'all know how the police do, or FBI, and it is the FBI. And Bodie kind of does a nice little quip with them. Watch that scene, and you'll see. And then the next scene, they show the FBI rolling up to his store. And I don't know why it's done this way. And maybe the police and the feds and all of that really do it when they have a warrant and they're searching, destroy everything, turn stuff over, break stuff. I don't get it. It seems like it's uncalled for, unnecessary. But hey, I guess that's just how it goes when you're suspected. But what happens when they don't find anything? Apologies? Do they give money back for the damages? Probably not. But anyway, just went on that rant for a second. Good scene. And at the end of it, they seem like they don't find anything, but then all of a sudden, they see a safe. Next scene, so the consigliere that Dwight calls his buddy is letting his bosses know, hey, He wants to meet, and if I meet, I'm not flying. I'm catching the Amtrak. He don't like flying. It is very evident. Call him Royce White, if you will. Call him John Madden, if you will. But that's what his name will be. So anyway, the boss says if he keeps on sending money, big envelopes of money, I want to hear what he has to say. So therefore, it is a go for the meeting between the consigliere and Dwight Manfredi. Don't think the son is too happy about it though. So now we have the meeting between Dwight and the head of Black McAdam, or is his name Black McAdam? I'm not sure. But anyway, the meeting went as Dwight wanted it to, but nobody else probably saw it happening that way. We do find out that maybe Dwight's not going to deal with the nitrous anymore, but who knows? Dwight is a man who rides to his own drum, or dances to the beat of his own drum, that is. And the head of Black McAdam isn't too happy, but I don't think there's a whole lot he could do about it just yet. But we shall see. So back at Mitch's bar, everybody's meeting together with the exception of one person, and that one person happens to show up, and that one person is Bodie, just fresh off of an interrogation by the FBI. And Dwight's like, where have you been? And to his credit, Bodie tells him the truth. Just got interrogated by the FBI. Well, Dwight's not 100% sure about everything that happened, so he has Mitch go and pat him down and finds nothing. Bodie is a little upset because they lost everything, but have they really? That's the thing you need to see. I'm not giving that information away. That's why this is just a review, not a tell-all story. In the next few scenes, we catch a few things that's going on. One, Dwight heads back to the little area in the middle of town, that's right next to the center of the universe, where he always sees the white horse clumping through, and he doesn't see it. And the waitress informs him, hey, they caught him, and they're going to put him down. And Dwight's kind of stunned, and she kind of lets him know this is her last day at work. And he asks her, well, what are you going to do? She lets him know she doesn't have anything planned yet. So Dwight comes up with a plan for her. Then evidently they ride over and they go to the barn that the horse is being held in before it gets put down. And he offers the owner of the barn money to take the horse, and he's going to pay the young lady that was at the restaurant that was waiting on her. He's going to pay her to watch the horse, and he lets them know that somebody's going to be coming there to pick the horse up. On his way out the barn, he gets a call from Stacy. She has an idea of what can help both of them out, and that's basically I'm not going to tell you. You got to see it. But it is an idea that Dwight does not go with. It doesn't go with his code. So it's a no-go. Next scene, another bar. This one is the one that the bikers and Black McAdam and all of these guys hang out at. And they are talking about the next plan that they have that's coming up. And Waltrip is basically saying that it's time to give them a little emphasis on what he's about. The girlfriend of his second in charge is also the informant for the ATF, and she's being a little bit more nosy than they like. And Waltrip tells his second in charge, you need to handle your girl. Then back at the ranch that Manny works at, we have Dwight's new found horse. Now it's kind of funny. Earlier scene when Stacy called him, she was watching her newfound dog, and Dwight was watching his newfound horse. Now at the stable that the Manny works in, the owner of the stable lets him know, hey, yeah, you got 1 week, just 1 week. Don't ask for an extension. He can stay for 1 week. And Dwight says, okay. So the next two scenes are fast paced. We go back to Mitch's bar where Dwight and Mitch are talking, and Dwight offers Mitch a proposal that, hey, maybe you need a partner, maybe a live house band, and a few other things. And Mitch is like, hey, I play music. And he says, well, good, you could be in the house band. He says, I'll put her on the back burner. Quantum leap, real quick leap from the mountains to the city. We go back to the city where Christine's husband is dropping her and the kids off. They're going into their apartment building. He goes to park. When he gets done parking, he's walking to the building. Oh my goodness. Guess who comes and attacks him and beats his behind down? And guess whose father probably won't be too happy about it. But he can say, hey, I didn't touch her. Then we go from that scene back to the bar where they're closing up. And next thing you know, there's gunfire. And some things happen. You got to watch it. Great scene. Great episode. Roll the credits. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Throw in some comments. Hit the emoji dance. And we'll see you in the next episode. So as Snoop says, chill until the next episode. Yeah.